we ignore that. Tonight is Halloween. So running this game is our delightful dungeon master, Sephi Wolf. So first off, let me turn the music off on Specky's screen. There we go.
You need to just reduce.
So then, Dungeon Master Sephi, would you like to tell us a story?
Yes, I would. As some of you may know, there exists a mist-covered, mysterious valley named Barovia. And 7 individuals are travelling in Bloodspur, the area surrounding this particular unusual place, to which no one can gain entrance. One of these individuals is John. Say hello, John.
Hello, John.
John, you're staying in a tavern when suddenly, in the middle of the night, you wake up to find a sealed letter on the bedside table. Would you read it for me, please?
It would be my pleasure. Congratulations, my friend. You have the immense fortune of travelling through my humble domain of Bloodspur, and naturally have gained my attention. I can tell already there is something about you, something that you desire, and it is for that self-same reason I have arranged to have this communique brought into your possession. You'll find my people are quite loyal to their countess, even this far from my capital of Zeidenberg. Please, make your way to my estate where we may discuss the opportunity of employment I am extending to you as soon as possible. I am certain you will find my proposal quite interesting and, more importantly, profitable. We can discuss the details upon your arrival. I look forward to our meeting. Yours in good faith, Countessa Lady Von Zarovich of Zeidenberg. Interesting. I slowly take the letter, fold it up, and pull it into the suit that I'm wearing. Just for the sake of argument as well, John, the best way to describe him, is a very pale-looking, slightly unkempt human. He's wearing, despite what the token is showing, he's wearing a sort of like a black formal suit, the kind a mortician would wear, or probably someone who's been buried. And he was sleeping in it. At least he was on the bed, not moving.
You can tell already, you're already in the town of Zeidenberg. And you recognise the large mansion on the hill. You wait until you get your gear together, and you start making your way up to the mansion. As you get up to the mansion, the doors swing open, and a strange, decrepit-looking butler indicates for you to follow him inside. This way, please, sir.
Very well.
You're led upstairs and into what appears to be a large throne room. In this room, you see 6 other individuals. And if you'd all like to introduce yourself.
Don't all rush in at once, everyone.
I'll start. One is a gnoll who looks like your typical gnoll, except she has been beat to shreds and looks like she has beaten to shreds back. She is lean muscle from top to bottom. She is dressed in half ragged adventurer gear and half what looks like a special scale armor that built for gnolls. She has on her right bicep is a twisting golden band that looks like it wraps so flatly against her skin it almost looks like it's part of it. She's glaring ruefully across the room toward the figure here, and she is looks like a ball of tension. And that is my character.
Mm-hmm.
Next up.
How do we get here?
I'll go. Next to the gnoll is what's known as a two-headed dragon beast. One of the heads is looking ahead, a very serious look on its face. The other one is a little more derpy and just kind of idly looking around the room. It goes by the name Ironclaw. And sitting on his shoulder is what he calls his little son. Little son, if you would introduce yourself. You're
Hi.
muted.
Where are we? How do we get here? I just woke up from a nap. What's going on? I'll live!
I assume that was the actual reaction. Like,
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. Huh? What? Huh? Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Easy now, little son.
Next.
Well, we've
I
got
guess
two
the-
robots and a
just
snake
this-
person.
Just to explain a little more, I'm a little fairy dragon. Like, tiny in size.
Aw.
Actually tiny.
I'm sorry.
All
Now
right,
that you've said
well-
a tiny fairy dragon, all I can think is, "Hi, Mister."
I wish there was a way I could post a picture in chat.
You can stick it in the Dice&Dolts, and our glorious stream mistress might be able to share it.
Sure.
Well, the
I can do that.
picture. There's this one I was using.
Aww.
Adorable.
Oh, neck.
Also because I do have the annual. There is a cat animal companion with me who is
Aww.
called Big Moon.
Aww.
It's so cute and fluffy.
So
Okay,
for clarification, we've got the two-headed dragon and his fairy dragon companion, but the fairy dragon also has a companion who's a cat.
But the cat won't play much in a big fairy.
Okay,
it's
okay.
just
No,
a
I'm
warlock
just
thing.
trying to
But
get the
it's
visual. 'cause
there
that is
for
amazing.
yeah, it's there just for the visual and
I love it.
Go ahead, Cooper.
Thank you. And behind the two-headed dragon beast is an exceptionally long and large royal purple snaky boy with golden eyes. Quite the contrast to the gnoll in the front. He is dressed in absolute finery, like long flowing robes, bright colors. It's practically luminescent in its grandeur. And he regards pretty much everyone in the room with a polite disdain. Not really paying anyone any mind whatsoever.
You have to bear me just 1 second. Apparently, Specky can't see. Okay.
But he
I got
can't
the-
withstand the radiance of Salkiya, the
Is that any
shining
better?
star.
Still no vision with Specky.
Right, I'm not sure why. He's stepped to have vision, so.
I
Specky
do not
in the
see
room.
Specky. I see a sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be
That's Sephi's
It's a sack of
version Specky.
speckies.
Hang on a second, I'll try and a bung night vision over 100 feet, see if that works.
A sack is the only thing that can contain Specky's power.
Is that any better?
No. You may have to set it for that token to apply to a character sheet for Specky.
Right, I was going to say, it should already be set for character sheet. 1 second. Yeah, it represents characters Specky, so yeah.
Just remove the token and put it back up, maybe that'll fix it.
I'm just trying to...
It could be a case you just need to move it 1 square to the side to reset the vision.
No. Question: Did you let Specky Tater's character be controlled by Specky Tater the player?
Yeah, it should be.
Because I can't even see the icon on Specky.
Right. 1 second. That's 1 second. Now to bear me just 1 minute.
Truly, this is still Halloween.
Professional.
I have had plague for 2 weeks.
True. In the meantime, Kubur, do you want to finish describing? Derkork will go next, and then...
Oh, I finished! That's all
There
you're
you go.
getting!
Okay. Now I can see Specky. Can't control him or see what he sees.
1 second. No, it's been set for... Play journal Specky T can be edited and controlled by Specky T. Unless I'm going to change...
If necessary, just pull it out again out of the sidebar.
Okay. Any better?
No.
I'm waiting. We are waiting for the room to fill with bags of potatoes.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorted.
Meanwhile, staring at the
Can't
surroundings
control
and sorry.
I can't select him.
You should be able to. You should have control.
No.
Because I said it so that either
It appears it is a terrible. It appears it is a terrible night for a curse.
controlled by character settings. So yeah, you should be able to control it.
Hang on, let me refresh Specky and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, in the meantime, Derkork, why don't you introduce your character?
Well, as I was starting to say, and then noticed that you were talking, standing in the room is somewhat of a mishmash of different colored metals, strongly resembling a human, or rather a humanoid, as it's a as it is clearly a construct, a machine. It's a Warforged, and we do find this rather confusing. Which is its voice. Its name is, or rather their name, I should say, because they are, after all, a person. I think. Their name is Fleet, and that's pretty much all that I'm going to tell you about the character.
Okay. Lastly, it is me. Standing next to the Warforged is a second Warforged, looking in much rougher condition. They look like they are cobbled together from different parts. There is one frame, but different coloured scraps scattered about, including a nice little top flare that looks like it was taken off a statue at some point. Boltz is looking curiously around and always seems to be slightly shifting.
The 7 of you stand in this lush, luxurious, well-furnished throne room. You notice some strange, unusual patterns on the carpeting, which are tucked out tables, and you are stood before a large, imposing-looking throne, flanked by 2, you assume they're men, in heavy black plate armour, and sat on the throne is a tall, dark-haired woman. She holds a goblet in one hand, idly sloshing around the contents, lifts it to her lips, takes a quick sip, and lowers it again. Well, I'm glad to see you all came promptly.
Always.
Introductions are in order, I see. My name is Countess Lady Von Zarovich.
After you.
No, go on.
At the pause, John says, "We appreciate the invitation. You said you had something we desired. May we ask what it is you desire?"
10 miles to the north of this, my little town, there lies a small village, just on the border of that cursed valley. Within the church in that town is a black-bladed sword that once belonged to a necromancer. I wish for you to acquire that sword for me.
And in return?
Well, naturally I shall be offering financial rewards, but I can sense some of you have need of powerful magic. I would be glad to assist in you acquiring these boons, shall we say?
I seek no reward, only justice and honor.
Well, then you're in luck. This sword is supposed to come from an alternate plane of existence. Are you at all familiar with the demi-planes of dread?
Would that be a history check or anything?
I would go with an Arcana check.
That does make sense. Okay.
Okay.
Holy crap!
I know, yeah. Get off the
high
ground.
rollers with us.
You all look
Everybody
around
knows.
yourself.
Hang on. I'll see if that trend.
Right, I'm gonna have to work out exactly who's gonna know what right now. So yeah, Fleet, you're somewhat familiar with them. You think, but as far as you know, they're just stories. But given how the planes work, you're pretty comfortable in thinking that they definitely exist.
Given that I've come from Eberron, I should have a decent understanding of planar travel.
Salkiya, you two are quite familiar with the idea, not so much on the actual detail.
Oh. Fair enough.
However, same with Little Sun, you two are familiar with the idea rather than the actual place. Gristlebone, John, and Boltz, you know that the demi-planes of dread are a select number of pocket dimensions controlled by unknown dark forces that act as prisons for select individuals from across many different worlds.
Evil places.
Yes. As you may or may not know, the Valley of Barovia has been tethered to one such place to act as a prison for, well, a disgusting, degenerate monster.
Monsters die by the virtuous hand of Gristlebone Ripshred.
I'd say, just for the sake of flavour, at that you do see John sort of do a shuffling half step to the side away from her.
Lizard grins. You can. I'd like anyone who's paying attention to this roll me a perception check.
Oh god damn it, Salkiya. You have a +8 and that you get a 2.
And we have a 1 and still we see better than you.
Okay.
Must be the robot eyes.
I'm gonna take my passive 15.
Okay, just 1 second. So that's Fleet, Salkiya. Salkiya, you don't notice anything unusual, but Fleet, Ironclaw, John, you see the slight gleam and notice her canine teeth are unusually long. As I was saying, Barovia was dragged into these decrepit little backwater plains roughly 500 years ago by my ancestor, Lady Von Zarovich. Put simply, the sword represents a possible way to break into his realm.
Inquiry. How
Good.
can he be inside a pocket dimension and you outside here?
Simple. The dimension that Barovia was dragged into is one of these planes of dread. However, beforehand it existed in this plane. Indeed, it still does in a sense, but I am unable to access this place.
No front door then, I assume.
There is a gateway, but Strahd controls Barovia. It obeys his will. Therefore, I require an item forged in the very planes of dread to be able to break in. My dear darling daughter Anastasia enjoyed some success in breaking into her uncle's playpen. However, that was some time ago, and I promised her that I would march my armies on Ravenloft.
What sort of information and resources do we need in order to procure this item for you?
The sword is kept in the tomb of a paladin of Pelor. Essentially, keep it safe. However, the knights have become somewhat zealous in their guardianship. I doubt they will listen to reason. But if you can acquire this sword, it will make liberating Barovia so much simpler.
Pelor is a good god.
Yes, but we are dealing with the machinations of mortals, not the divine.
Then
Kill the Tin Man, take the sword, bring the sword to you.
For justice.
Sounds
for
like a lot of
money.
hands. Busy.
As I said, I have some magics at my own disposal, and my own court wizards would gladly assist you with any magical request you may have.
When do we leave?
I would recommend waiting till dawn. I trust you all have accommodation?
You have a barn.
I mean, we have our wagon, but if you're offering something better, we'll graciously accept.
John actually puts his hand up. There is a small tavern in the village where I am staying, though I do not believe the rest of you may fit in with the other humans.
Oh, we are accustomed to many, shall we say, unusual types within Bloodsphere. After all, my army composes of quite a lot of unusual mercenaries.
My accommodations are open to use if they are needed.
Excellent. You watch as she drains the goblet, delicately wiping a slight trickle of red liquid in the corner of her mouth. You'll excuse me. Now, I will not keep you any longer.
And that is rich and powerful person's way of saying, get the fuck out of my house.
Pretty much. She watches the elderly butler kind of shuffles towards you all. This way, please.
Yeah, Salkiya knows this language, so Salkiya's already slithering away.
Yeah.
You lead the way, sir.
Those of you requiring accommodation for the night are given spare rooms in the mansion. Those who've already made arrangements. Basically, you're sorted out for the night.
Yeah, Gristlebone wants to sleep in a barn. I'm sure she gets one.
Yeah, she gets one. Should just move you onto a different. Look, there we go.
Why sleep in a barn when you can sleep in the lap of luxury?
Did she ask that? Did he ask that of her?
Yes.
Humility is a virtue.
I'm just going to say, could you roll me a perception check, please, D?
Who? Me? Oh, okay, me,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, perception from the barn. I'm worried.
18. As you sleep, you smell something unusual on the night air. The smell of blood. But it soon fades.
We sleep now, great justice tomorrow.
And John,
Yes.
you make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw for dear old John. Okay, we can do that. Wisdom save.
Let's see how much brain is still left in John's noggin.
Okay, 18, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You toss and turn a little in the night, and you too are able to smell the blood on the night air.
I have already fed I am fine.
As you sleep, however, you feel something unusual in the air. And I just need 1 second.
And again, for clarification, John's just lying on the bed in his suit with shoes, just like eyes blankly staring at the ceiling.
Is he totally rigid?
Oh, well, yes.
I'm getting
Ooh,
a
why,
G-Man
sir?
vibe from your
Oh
character.
dear!
Nah, he's just a zombo.
1 second.
I'm getting a G-Man vibe from your character.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm getting a different vibe that I told Devillo.
Uh-huh.
It's the first one I'm getting.
As you dream, you suddenly remember. Actually, yes, all of you who noticed the fangs of Lady Von Zarovich. As you dream, you smell the blood. And you see flashes
Hold on, real quick. Does
of
anyone
a
else hear that?
red-eyed creature.
What if I don't dream?
Here,
What
what?
if I don't
Icy?
sleep?
Icy says, did anyone else hear that? I'm asking what I hear.
I'm hearing somebody talk.
If it's a quiet rumble, it might actually be Chi purring in my arms.
No,
mean,
it's not a woman. It's somebody actually talking. It's like,
Is
Do you
it-
have? Do you open up your computer? Did you accidentally leave a Twitch stream open?
Yeah, you might.
I have our Twitch stream open, but it's muted. It's a male voice.
Okay, that's
Hopefully
unusual.
not mine.
I mean, that's
Oh.
appropriate for Halloween, I guess.
Never mind. I
Yeah.
got it. I got it.
Was it an ad?
I have a stream open.
Little
No,
son,
with an
to
art stream I had
answer-
open.
Right, little son, to answer your question, yes, you know common.
Okay, I was gonna say because that would make this really fucking confusing because it wasn't my base character, so I wanted to ask.
We already
Yeah.
discussed this, hon. You know common. I would have taught you it.
Okay, I just wanted to ask. I just
Yes.
I figured that.
Those who recognize Lys's fangs, you see in your dream this red-eyed creature. And you wake up in the morning.
Well, I don't really sleep, but still.
Okay.
Periods of rest, sometimes I use them.
The group wakes up and you all meet at Steinberg village gates. Using the directions given to you by the butler who had come to see you off, it takes you about 2 or 3 hours walk to reach the village of Pelor. As you enter the village, you notice it's unnaturally quiet. And stood in the village square in front of you are 7 individuals wearing heavy armor.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Are
Affirmative.
these... I apologize. Are these members of our patron's guard, or do we think these are to be a problem?
They all wear on their chests a symbol.
Would that be a religion check to identify the symbol as Pelor's?
Yes, roll a religion check.
Oh, for fuck!
Question, what do
No,
they
no,
smell
no.
like?
They reek of righteousness.
Smell of virtue.
Smell of
When we talk to them,
self-righteousness.
we explain They are good.
If that is what you wish to do, can they see us? Is the question.
Yes, they can see you.
We are not
Okay.
invisible after all.
If possible,
Okay.
John would like to tie his shoelace and basically try and break away and sort of sneak around the side.
My
Now
now
that's
crashed there. The religion check for Bolt was 13 plus 4, so 17.
17. Yeah, I'd say you all recognise the symbol of Pelor. It's pretty big.
And then Gristlebone looks to the others and says, I go to talk to them. You see what happens. I am noble. I am good. I am just. And then she starts approaching with her massive evil clawed hands up in a gesture of, I mean no harm.
As you approach, one of the knights, dressed in much more grander armour than the others, stood by the well, holds up her hand. Stop
She stops.
right there. What business have you in this village, creature?
I am Gristlebone Ripshred, protector of innocence, champion of virtue.
And what reason do you have for coming to this village?
I'm looking for a great injustice. I go where nobility takes me. Arr!
Bear me just 1 second, I need to roll for these.
And she's telling the truth.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Yeah, John, you are undetected.
Goody gumdrops.
Just making a quick roll for this. The woman in the armour kind of removes her helmet. You see this beautiful jet black hair cascade down her back. I see. And how exactly can we help you?
I would speak with you. May I approach?
You may.
Okay. So she gets closer, comes up. This is the lady?
Yep.
She comes up and extends both her hands out like for a double handshake.
She kind of lifts her hands slightly in a basically don't gesture.
Oh, then she puts her hands down and nods and says, I've been sent on a quest of Pelor, a sword for noble rescuing of the innocent. She looks pained whenever she growls.
I see. And how exactly will this sword be of help to you?
I only know to find it, to free a noblewoman's daughter. That's what she said, right? About her daughter? Did I understand that correctly?
Roll me a history check.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get it right, because I didn't understand.
Is that considered an ability check?
No. I don't think so.
You recall Lissa mentioned her daughter had somehow managed to get into Barovia
Right.
waiting
That's what
for
she-
her to join her.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. So yeah, what she said stands. To rescue someone's daughter.
And why would you require such a foul blade to do that?
She says, I know only the mission, not the reasons. I serve only good. Ah! And she rubs her biceps with both of her hands opposite.
I see. And who sent you on this quest?
Did I get her name? I
She
don't
did.
know if
Yes.
I actually got. Then
Yes,
she
she
says the
did.
name. She says the name. The noblewoman is named. I forget Von Zarovich. Lissa Von Zarovich.
You watch as this woman looks down, looks back up, and from her back spreads two large white feathered wings.
Oh, beautiful.
By the she-bitch of Steinger.
No, someone good. I serve only good. And she's not lying.
The Von Zarovich bloodline are filth. Demons. Vampires.
Okay,
And
I need to ask the
I
GM
would
something.
Go for it.
Really quick.
I feel like this may have gone poorly.
You are taking the word out of our mouth.
I just have to ask the GM a question really quick.
1 second.
Yeah.
Could it have really gone any other way?
Mm.
Not really.
Before it all kicks off as well, we'll let the DM, answer the question. But before it all explodes tits up, there is a reason that I don't know what Cream was planning on doing. I've basically been waiting to cast
I'm
darkness.
invisible.
Oh, you're invisible.
I'm just, yeah. I superior invisibility kind of
Yeah.
just turns me, I'm just around,
At the
Okay.
moment,
listening there.
So
I'm not doing anything else.
when that happens, when the response happens back about the demons, filth, vampires, at that moment you all watch as Gristlebone puts her hands to her ears and falls to her knees and curls up snarling like she's in agony.
As this happens, you watch this woman draw her sword, running her hand along the blade, and it catches with a white-hot flame. And I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh, good!
Okay. Yay!
Oh dear.
So again, question for the DM, because I didn't announce it. The moment that I'll just say it's my very first action. I was basically planning to cast Shadow.
Yeah, I'll let you have that as a free action.
Thank you.
One.
The dice are in a strange
Yay!
mood tonight.
No, what's really funny is that I rolled a nat 1 in Roll20, but I'd also clicked the 3D dice on the D&D Beyond, and that also was a nat 1.
Oh my god.
By the way, DM, you need to put the turn order up.
I know I'm sorting all these guys out first, because there's 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you all glad that
Music.
Gristlebone is going to help you?
Yeah, here's the thing. My first instinct is Gristlebone must survive. Gristlebone must be protected at all costs.
Let's just
We
bring
need a
the...
conversation, my dear.
Meanwhile, Kevin's going, alright, let's do this!
I know none of your characters know this, but my character is built on helping characters defile death.
Okay.
That's the wrong music.
Let's
Yeah,
just hope you and
That for our first fight music is ominous shit.
So Haraga doesn't show up. A creature that defies death? Wish.
Yeah. Oh god, that'd be a brawl instantly.
Just imagine Holly coming into this.
Well, it's not that I defile death, it's literally that I have so many ways of stabilizing
You don't defy.
from the death state.
And the term is defy death, not defile.
Whatever.
If you defile death, Death might be a little bit upset.
Good, he can be. I played Dante's Inferno.
Yes,
Who said death
I
was
love
a
that
he?
game.
that game is epic. Every time I went to a new level and saw a new monster, I was like, fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone's in order. First up is John.
Hello. Okay, so yeah, John would like to cast Darkness, and it's going to be centered on the. There we go. It's going to be centered on the well. So unfortunately, I do believe Gristlebone is going to be in there.
I don't see myself in the turn order.
I doubt she'll notice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you should be in there.
I don't see a 6 in the turn order.
Let me see.
No, I don't
Right,
see
you'll have to bear me just 1 second.
2, 4. Yep.
Right.
Just like, where am I?
If possible, actually, having said that, to get her just out.
Well, bear me 1 second because I need to add stuff.
Yeah.
So 15-foot circle of darkness.
Apologies for getting you caught in that, D. I didn't count before
Okay,
I
where
announced
is-
it.
Right, where are you wanting it going?
Tell you what, if you're being kind, yeah, there.
Okay.
You're a very kind DM, because I did not do the math.
Right.
So yeah, it should hit this one, and this one.
Okay.
Yeah, just be glad Icy didn't do the math first when she cast her first.
Right, I'm just going to try and find Cream's roll for initiative.
It's a 6. I rolled on that one.
Right, 1 second.
Oh, no, I've got a 5 in my initiative.
Initiative modifier of 5, and he gets a nat 1.
Hey, at least you don't have a negative initiative modifier like Peachy.
No, I started with a nat 20 in my fucking dex.
Okay, is that all you'd like to do, John?
Oh, yes, you said that was the free. I'm happy with that being my action for the moment. I guess I'm also, if possible, bonus action. I'm going to try and stealth my way over here without having been seen. Basically, trying to maneuver my way to this area.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Absolutely. Stealth, that is going to be... There you go. 23.
Okay, yep, you manage it.
Okay, that's...
They're all too busy dealing with the null.
25. 30. I would say there, and if possible, I'd like to hide.
Yep,
So
you
I'm
can roll.
technically...
Yep, I'll let you keep that 23 stealth check, so...
Thank you. What symbol do you want for that?
Anything you like.
Okay, let's just say he's hidden. Boop.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Right, next up is Ironclaw.
Okay, well, I said that prematurely, but yes. Going to use Bardic Inspiration. And 60 feet. I think the only one that isn't going to get it is John. Yep.
Okay.
And for flavor, to do it, Ironclaw is going to pull his quote-unquote axe off of his back. It is literally a magically enchanted great axe with 4 strings on it, and all it does is amplify sound. Does no the magical part does no damage or any other effects.
Oh, great.
Okay, just-
You have a flying bee.
So everyone within range, you get 1 bardic inspiration dice, and I believe that is a D10.
Pain and music.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Ironclaw?
One second.
Wait, hang on. Don't you have to choose? You have to choose a character that gets the bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah.
You can only choose one creature.
Oh, yeah. But, okay, yeah.
Unless your
then-
subclass allows for multiple targets, I don't know.
No. I'm only a bard.
Okay,
So yeah, Gristlebone is going to get it. Because I feel like she's going to need it here in a moment.
Sorry,
And,
Jurnis.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You know what? For the moment, that's it.
Okay. Next up is Fleet.
Fleet assesses the situation, sees that 3 individuals are completely in the dark. And
4, actually.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Purple is in there as well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case... What do we do? Could pull that off, but no. Blue gets a ray of frost.
Okay. 23 hits.
Probably 10 cold
10
damage.
damage. You fire this ray of frost, and it hits him square in the chest, but he's still standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
We thought that's what they meant when they said chill.
Next up is Gristlebone.
Yes. One moment, I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
Clickety clack.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Don't worry.
Yes. You can fight good people.
I was going to
Gristlebone.
say, that would suck if you couldn't.
Sorry.
Well, Gristlebone tries to get up from the lying down position, so I assume she cannot. She gets 2 attacks. So would that include getting up and attacking once, or would that just be?
Getting up would take 15 feet of your movement.
Oh, okay. So she can get back up and attack double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You are evil! And then... So... She flips her club into her hands. 1.
1 second.
The thing with darkness, to clarify, I'm assuming
Oh, I didn't
that
realize I was in the darkness.
Disadvantage.
you don't have disadvantage so much because but they are in the darkness. So you're basically attacking the darkness. Like all of this is like a sphere of black.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
you
thinking
can't.
with my ability to see dark vision doesn't work.
No,
It doesn't
Darkness
penetrate
doesn't work
magical
in
darkness.
Oh, okay. And she's gonna swing it where this person was standing and hope for the best.
yeah, that's
I
all you
think
could do.
So
You-
2 15s.
Swing and swing, but you don't contact anything.
Sorry.
This is a bad day!
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
She's going to... it says I can dash as a bonus action.
Yes, you can.
How far can I dash with the other movements I used up getting up?
Well, that'll bring it back to 30, I
45,
believe.
I'll be kind of make it 45 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're evil! They're evil! We must stop them!
We're evil Smurfs. We're evil Smurfs.
Next up is Red. See which direction he's gonna go.
You can all see that Gristlebone's going to be a great help on the adventure.
Oh, you stupid! Wrong bloody way, you idiot! Next up is Blue, because Red just went smack into Orange.
Could
Next
have
up
been
is
worse, it could have gone
Blue.
in
We
the
can't
well.
see that. None of us can see that.
Sorry. Next up is Blue. He's going to do a quick check on his distances, see what he can do. 30 feet of movement. He's going to advance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And he glares at you all from beneath his helm. And I would like any creature that's fiendish or undead that is within 30 feet of him to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
In front, from which character, which colour are we talking about?
Basically
Blue.
30 feet from Blue.
From Blue. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm good then.
It's a good thing that I'm considered construct.
I don't think any of you count as fiend or undead, so
No.
Yes, John.
Salkiya is a
Boltz has been
monstrosity.
through.
yeah. Blue just curses, just goes, "She used bloody mortals." Salkiya.
Yay!
Sneaky boy!
Snaky boy's got a turn.
I love Salkiya. I just love Salkiya so much.
Thank you. It's good to be playing him again. Just give me a moment. He's got a lot of toys.
You and me both, sir.
You know what? Hang on, let me check how this works. La 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 la. Yes, this'll be fun. Snaky boy's gonna sliver up to the paladin and attempt a constriction.
Go for it.
It's treated as a grapple, but also an attack.
Okay. I'll ask you to make a strength check, please.
There you go. It's a 20.
Yeah, you curl your powerful coils around Blue. He growls in anger, and roll me plus 2d6, please.
Oh, come on.
You start to crush him, but his plate mail's pretty sturdy. You do the damage, but yeah, you're not getting all that far with it.
Well, that's fine. I can work at him over time.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't believe Salkiya has any bonus actions. So, no.
Okay, next up is their leader. 1 second, I just want to
Yeah,
check
Samar.
something very quick.
By the way, Seth, can you remove my stupid circle? I was trying to make a 15-foot circle and it failed. Now I can't remove it for some reason.
Neither can I.
Jeez.
No. It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. Just ignore it.
If it's not in frame, it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I bloody love that film.
Yes.
But yes,
Haven't seen
You
that
just
film, but I just
watch.
know that Dar uses that clip all the goddamn time.
you just watch as she steps out of the darkness, unfazed, looks around the group, and you watch as she lifts up slightly, her wings beating, as she slams into Salkiya,
Oh boy.
bringing her rapier to bear on this snaky flesh. Does a 10 hit you?
It does not.
I just need to quickly check one thing. Yep, she gets another go. Oh, you are being lucky tonight with this one. I'm just going to quickly roll the D100.
And the Asima can't strike a true god.
This is the part in the anime where
She
we see
basically tries to skew you with her rapier, but the way you're coiled around her servant, she can't get a clear shot, and in the confusion drops her rapier. And I'm just going to roll a quick... 1 second. Quick. Yeah, her rapier slips and jams into his leg.
Oh, so it's going to be one of these kind of adventures, huh?
Next up is Green.
Took a rapier to the knee.
Green is going to advance to here. He's going to make a quick assessment of the situation. And... oh, he can't do that. He's not close enough. Let's see what we can do. He's going to hold his action so he can get closer. Next up, Little Son.
Yay! Alright. I'm going to break my stealth, of course. And then let's see, I have a fucking huge ass spell list.
I think
Like,
everyone does.
Well, 29 spells. Total.
Okay, that's a few more than I have.
Like, there's a good section of them that are only like 1 cast per day, but it's still pretty big.
Trust me, if you saw level 20 wizard, you'd realize just how many spells one person can have.
The entirety of D&D's spell list was what a wizard has. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I think 20th level wizard can have something like 80 spells.
I don't
Yeah,
necessarily want to blow Snaky's eardrums out, but it's happening. And I'm going to thunder step from here to here. Not the button, that is the button. You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you see within range. You immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a constitution, which it was that space.
What is with these dice rolls tonight?
So I guess maybe you... No, I guess you're just out of range. So just
Yeah.
these.
I
Well,
would like Salkiya to make me a constitution saving throw, please. Oh,
I
has-
did.
It was a
Yes!
5.
Little Son, could you roll me that damage, please?
3d10. What is it? Is this the button?
Oh no!
Salkiya, as this little dragon suddenly pops into existence between the paladins, you take the full brunt.
Oh, sorry.
his
Wait,
attack.
did I mean 3d10? Sorry, that was supposed to be 5d10.
Oh my god!
Go ahead.
Here's the other 2d10.
Thanks!
Yes, Salkiya, you take 35 points of thunder damage.
Ah! The cursed bay dragon!
Hi!
Hey, that's my son you're talking about!
We're on the same side!
Yeah, even at this point, the saint
Well-
just stares.
As my bonus action, I am then going to use the help. I'm going to use help on him.
I'm afraid help is an action.
It is not an action, and if you have a feat that allows you to make it a
Ah.
bonus action.
There you go then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use help as a bonus action on Snake Boy.
Okay.
Very good.
And then, because I still technically have movement, I can shift 5 feet that without, as a disengage, but still not technically engage the other one.
Okay.
Disengage these two technically by 5 feet stepping this way.
I don't think you can disengage.
No?
No, that's an
Not
action.
as
like-
bonus action.
Oh,
So
it is
yeah,
a full action?
green is going. Yeah, green is going to get
Oh, okay.
attack of opportunity if you move.
Then I might just stay there because that's 2 opportunity attacks. Ultimately.
No, you only green will be able to get you with attack of opportunity because you're moving there.
What about blue?
Blue would technically.
Oh,
That's what I was
well,
saying.
he's
Like if I
restricted, so he technically can't. He can't take the thing out
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, I'll just take the 1 opportunity attack.
Okay. Green notices you moving, and he takes a swing at you. Does
Which one's the attack roll?
Uh,
I have a
At
15 AC.
okay.
it doesn't hit. He just narrowly misses you. Is next up is Orange. Let's see what he's going to do. Once I find the right dice. You hear
Sorry. Sorry,
honestly hope he
Kubro.
shoves his other fella
No
in
worries,
the
man.
pool.
what's going. Hang on. Yeah, Orange. You just hear a loud cursing as use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he emerges there. Goes, oh, for fuck's sake! Next up, Boltz.
Okay. How badly is our sneaky boy hurt?
Wow. Nearly half my HP is gone.
Holy shit, I'm sorry.
We're gonna do great, everybody.
Like, I know I
question.
helped the file death, but I might also cause it.
Did you say that the leader was in plate mail?
Yes.
Heave metal.
Ah, that's totally what I'm gonna do.
Technically, she's also floating, so
He
I
messed
have
up.
a.
Funny thing, I know I have to do a I believe it's Constitution.
Yeah, but that's only if I do it on the weapon. Basically, the Constitution saving throw is to see whether or not they drop the item, but seeing as I'm doing it to her physical armor, there's no way for her to get it off in time.
Yeah. Funny thing about that, resistances. I believe it halves them, doesn't it?
It does.
Half damage.
Ah.
You watch as her armor starts glowing, but she just looks mildly uncomfortable by it. You can't be sure if this is just her putting on a brave face, because you are doing the damage, but yeah, you're only doing half as much as you would expect.
Resistance.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is a little bit concerning. Snaky boy.
I burn with Pelor's fire.
Is
I
it
can put
safe
that
to
out.
say this woman is an Azamar?
She is not.
Oh,
Only a religion check.
interesting. Okay.
She's just an
Kubur,
asshole.
take 9 points of healing, by the way.
Salkiya, please! And thank you. What is wrong with
Okay.
this boy tonight?
Salkiya, you know that as the fiends have succubi and incubi, the gods of good, the planes of good, have a counterpart known as saints. They basically are good-aligned versions of succubi,
Ah.
and you're dealing with one right now.
And that's all the info I get, huh?
Pretty much.
Dang it! Okie doke, thank you.
You also know they are, while they're not as dangerous as a Deva or any of your plane tars, they're still pretty dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I think the party knows that, though.
Yeah, we're figuring that out.
Next up is Pink. And he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's all he can do. Next up is Purple.
I think you mixed the two up. But,
Yeah, I mixed the two up. So I'll just roll to see which way Purple goes. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and he stumbles out into the daylight there. Oh, for God's sake. Next up, John.
Well, that's kind of changed my plan because Pink moved. I was going to try and sneak up behind him. Let's see, who's in range? Technically, nobody's really in range for me, is there? Actually, having said that, I don't actually have... Oh, okay. No. I'm a little bit fast. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is a little wonky. Okay. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to try and scuttle around the side of here, and I'm going to try and grab hold of Purple. Since it was hidden, would I be able to use sneak
advantage? Yeah, I will give you advantage.
You. Okay.
So roll me a strength check, please.
A strength check?
Yep.
What was the strength check for?
Well, you're grappling him, aren't you?
No, I didn't say grapple. I'm so sorry.
Well.
I must have misspoke. I'm going to sneak attack him.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Cool. Okay. So first of all, that is going to be melee attack with a short sword.
Okay, roll it. That hits.
Bonus attack. Although the bonus action is going to be a flurry of blows.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That hits.
And let's see. And the additional sneak attack damage, that was 3d6.
Gonna say you get more than one flurry of blows, don't you?
Oh, okay. I wasn't too... Again, because I'm using D&D. First time I'm using a monk.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so yeah, flurry of blows. It says flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes. Okay. Yeah. So 2 unarmed strikes. Number 2 is going to be. Thank you for your patience. Boop.
That definitely hits. And yeah, you just pound this guy through the plate armor. You caught him by surprise, and he just can't believe it. You've basically demolishing him.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Hello.
All this time.
Oh no! Shit. Okay, next up is Ironclaw. I see.
I'm here. Give me a second.
We have a magical power in every DM's venue.
And I would say that since you attacked, your concentration is no longer under spell.
I was just...
If that's the way you want to rule it, I believe it's the concentration is usually for other spells with a concentration tag.
Okay, I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, you lose concentration if you fail a con saving throw when being hit, or when you cast another concentration spell.
Right. Okay, I'll let you have that.
Thank you, sir. You're kind.
Also, I want to say we love you, Icy, but you do have the ability for any DM to do anything calling on you that you're eating at that exact moment. It's a magical power everyone has for Icy.
Okay,
I do it in real life. Yes, he does. Anyhow, would you count a cone as that not hitting Snaky Boy?
Okay.
Oh man, we're just picking on you.
No, the cone will hit him. The cone is roughly around 30 degrees wide. Actually, no, it's about 45 degrees, sorry.
This is why Sneaky Boy has trust issues.
Okay, so
Your deaths will be meaningful in the new order.
okay,
My face stinky boy.
so gonna move.
You guys are
Here.
gonna pay for this when the heels are being gone out. It's like
50.
1 for Salkiya, 2 for Salkiya, none for anyone else.
So going to use my gas breath in this direction,
Okay.
and then light.
Okay. So, let's see, how much damage is that at 3d6 fire damage? So yeah, roll that 3d6, please.
Come on.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
1, 2, 5.
3, sir. 3. Yeah, you managed to do some decent damage, but not really that much. And I take it that's your bonus action and your action?
You know, I'm gonna say yes, because technically the flame ignition is the cantrip produce flame, so...
Okay. Next up is Fleet.
I just
Wayne is currently weighing their options. I should actually do that part without the voice.
Yeah,
change,
turn off the voice change when he's not talking.
Yes.
Did Salkiya actually take 8 points of damage? I just want to double check.
Yes, so it's okay, points of damage.
Wait, hang on.
Do I take damage too, or was that cone?
No, you don't take damage. You're
I
not in
said
the
this way. I said that
Yeah,
way,
it's
not...
a cone. You're
It's not a straight line.
technically speaking, Little Sun has to take 8 damage as well.
Oh,
You hurt your boy!
Bring it. Won't be the first time he's beat me.
So, question for the DM.
Yep.
The boss is flying in the air.
She's not flying in the air, she's sort of hovering.
She's hovering. I'm considering something pretty possibly stupid. And that would be, so if I were using Lightning Bolt on her, would that hit Little Sun as well? Or would that
Yes, it
be...
would.
Okay, yeah.
It would hit Salkiya as well. And technically speaking, it would hit Iron Claw as actually, no, it wouldn't hit Iron Claw.
I love this
But it-
party!
Okay.
It's so hurting!
each one of us is like getting a special only us in frame animation of our power, and then when it pulls back, we're all dead. Behold! Flaming good sky! Fire from the sky!
We're the early Avengers. That's what we are.
It's not as though there's not 3 targets perfectly lined up next to you.
I know! I haven't said anything, but you know, hey.
That would Those things might, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Step to the a little step to the left,
Okay.
and
Paint
suddenly
over
the air is filled with static electricity, and we all get to see. Oh, that's not there. Okay. As we all get to see this lightning bolt erupt from Fleet's hand.
Okay.
Ugh.
And if you could roll me the damage, please.
The DC, by the way, is 17.
17. Okay, you could roll your damage. It's a
Hang on.
dex save. Oh yeah, they all fail.
It's... I love that it's already 86.
Yeah. So let's see what you do.
Each and every one of them gets toasted for 28. And because I'm a wild magician, I'm just going to inform you again that there's this lovely thing that you can ask me to do. You don't have to.
I think I will. Let's see. Yeah, roll me a d20.
All right, that's a 6. Nothing.
Yeah, you're fine.
Happens. Yeah, I have the page open with the
I like it. I like wild
with the
mages.
effects.
So you
Embrace
basically
the chaos.
just
Yes.
blast blue, and he goes down. Green and orange, they're still kicking though. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Smells a little bit like toasted paladin. Yeah,
Okay. Next
sorry
up.
about that.
Okay, next up is Gristlebone.
Okay. Gristlebone lets out a whooping battle cry and runs 1 over the top of this guy. 3, 4. She's gonna lay into the leader with her club.
Okay.
And I'm moving to find it. One moment. Ah! There it is.
That does not hit.
And then she's going to follow through on her move to attack her second attack against Green,
Okay.
which is a face-first bite.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Ah!
Yeah, he's... Despite the armor, they're still pretty agile.
Yeah. And she's snarling and drooling, ready to fight.
Okay. Is it first like to do as a bonus action?
Will kill you!
Is there anything you'd like to do as a bonus action?
There is not.
Okay, let's see what Red's gonna do. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You suddenly hear a loud yell and a splash. And Red is out of the picture. Next up is Salkiya.
Oh. Yay! Salkiya's turn. Please, for the
Remember,
love of
Salkiya,
God.
you have help.
Yes, and that's good. Right, where's my token? Okay. I'm just checking something. Blah, 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 blah. Where is the spell? There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's go all out. Damn it, I wanted to cast it at a higher level. Why did it let me do that? Yeah, normally it gives you an option like, hey, do you want to cast it at this level? But not this time.
Might be a spell you
Well,
can do.
it
I don't know.
hits. So roll damage, please.
I can just keep rolling the damage, so I'm casting it at 5th level. Because I'm
Yeah.
pissed. Oh, there it is. There we go. 5th level, please.
That's 34. Yep. I'm assuming you're doing this to the Saint.
Yes.
Okay, you managed to grab her arm and inflict your spell. Oh wait, no, I forgot. She only takes half.
Ah, resistant to necrotic.
Yep.
52 plus
She glares at you.
34. Oh, keep in mind the higher level cast.
Can't understand
He's
you.
taking that as well.
You got the
I
voice
can't
mod
follow.
confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Should probably not have gone with that.
I would just recommend to keep it off at this point.
Yeah, I just
Nobody
say
can
keep it off.
understand.
We know what
Yeah.
the
Know
sound
what it
is.
is.
Here to understand you.
Yeah.
We can't have it.
okay.
Sorry.
Alright.
Salkiya, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I just want to make sure how much damage the Saint actually took, because that was a higher level cast, so there's
Right,
a
you'll
lot
have
of
to
numbers.
bear with me 1 second.
Yeah.
Let's see, so that's 34 plus
52, 51, 52,
51. So
52, sorry.
It says, yeah. You basically just charge all this necrotic energy into her, and despite her having resistance, you just watch as she starts to melt away, glaring at you as she evaporates, basically.
Oh, wow.
Poof. Poof.
Would-be Celestials are nothing to Salkiya!
Now I pictured the scene from Last Crusade.
Next up
Shows
is...
poorly.
Oh, Seth, there is one thing I can do.
Well, go on.
Let me just check out the feet. Where are you? Blah, 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 blah. Not that one. I have a lot of feet, so I do apologize.
No,
But it is somewhere.
you
There
have a
it
snake.
is.
You have a snake body. You don't have a lot of feet.
I have a lot of feet of, like, length.
Yeah, I was
My
about to make the
God.
same joke.
Okay.
So I'm casting Bless on this party of miscreants, and because of the embodiment of the lore feat, it becomes a use spell that can be cast as a bonus action. So I am blessing Iron Claw, Gristlebone, and Little Sun.
Right, well, I just need to nip off for a couple of minutes.
No worries. They get a D4.
I just want to say this all bodes super well for the final combat.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
We are going to be a high. Like I said, this is the first act where we all end up bumping into each other and failing the big mission. Like when the Power Rangers get defeated by Rita before they win. That's just what we're doing now.
Oh, there is something that I had planned originally.
We head back. We're just gonna head back to the juice. We're just gonna head back to the juice shop, and we're gonna be all like saying like, "Man, I can't believe that we failed like that." And then like the juice bar guy will be like, "That's because you didn't work together." And then we'll be like, we'll have to like teamwork. That's the spirit. And then we'll come back and win the final boss fight. That's how it's gonna be.
Man, I loved Power Rangers when I was a kid.
Yeah. When I was a
still
kid, yeah.
binge watch
Yes.
Power Rangers to this day.
I know, but I mean Mighty Morphin, like the first season, the original thing. I was like, oh my gosh, was I like 6 or something?
I will say I've met, except for Trini, I've met all the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and they're all really awesome in real life, except for Tommy, who's a complete douche.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, we
This
were.
show is
My
all
wife
about
and I.
me.
Yeah, my wife and I were in a convention with I forget the name of the actual actor, but the guy who played the first Black Ranger.
Yeah.
He was there. He was basically sat next to the voice of Gur from Invader Zim.
Anyhow, one shot.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, we're waiting for the DM.
Walter Jones, you said.
Yeah.
Yes.
There, right, Devillo?
Hip-hop
Yeah, I met him. He
Aikido.
was really nice.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
he
seemed
nice
like
to
a
you
pretty
too?
chill dude.
Yeah,
I'm so
except
sorry,
I ended up,
Andy.
I said I ended up embarrassing him, and I felt really bad about it because he gave a speech at the con, and I was everybody was there. It was like giant, 200 people auditorium, or maybe 3 or 4, I don't even know, and like big convention center. he's given his thing, and then he had questions on the microphone. And there's a show I really like called Space Cases, and he was in it. And I got to my chance to ask a question on the microphone. I said, yeah, I know everybody's here to see Zach from Power Rangers, but I said, I'm here to see Harlan Ban from Space Cases. And Walter went like, oh yeah, Space Case is awesome. And then there was dead silence from the crowd, and he's like, yeah! He claps and goes, Space Cases! Nobody claps.
Aww.
Right, I'm back.
Oh, Steph. Oh, welcome back. I hate to be awkward, but I changed my mind. They don't deserve a blessing.
Okay.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up is Green.
I mean, you deserve a bane, but I'm not that mean yet.
Yeah.
You haven't
Green
pissed Salkiya off that much.
takes a look at the situation. Stares at a knoll in front of him. And his sword blazes with divine light as he takes his first swing at Gristlebone.
Oh.
Does 7 hit you?
7 does not hit Gristlebone.
And an 8 doesn't either.
No, it does not. Gristlebone's a hardy girl.
The paladin curses again. And it's now Little Sun's turn.
I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on him and just fucking laugh. Just laugh.
Okay.
And what is it? At higher levels. Click this button. At higher levels, it's 2d4. Yes.
So he needs to make a wisdom save. And what does he have to... Well, I'm going to assume that 4 does not beat it. That's 6 points of damage.
And has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay, he just looks exhausted. Next up...
And then I will probably just shift behind here and... Well, no, I'll just stay here and help Gristlebone.
Okay.
Use my bonus action for Gristlebone help.
Next up is Orange. He's seen this guy attacking his comrade and he's going to move into position 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Hello.
And he take his first swing. Does 15 hit?
That would not hit.
24.
That unfortunately does hit.
He misses with his first strike, but the
Mm,
second slashes across your back, doing 12 slashing damage.
12. Okay, let me just do that. Boop.
Concentration for the darkness.
Yep, let me just make that concentration saving throw, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, a 17. I assume I'm okay there.
Yeah, you're fine with 17. Next up is Boltz.
Okay. Let's have a little look. So it's just these two left. Oh no, wait, there's one's up there, but we can't see
There's
them
two
because
Nope.
totally regular
Yeah,
John
but-
is off doing things.
That's why I was like, make the concentration check for that roll, because if it goes down, then we notice.
How badly hurt is Snaky Boy? Is he still pretty bad, or is he fine?
Let me check. He's about as bad as he was before you healed him the first time.
Okay then. In that case, why are these two different spells, and yet they do the same thing?
Because
Huh. Okay. Well, Pink is about to have a bad day.
Ooh, that hits. That's going to do... Come on, I know how to do this. 20 points of damage.
Excellent. And that's pretty much all Bolt can do at the moment.
Okay. Next up is Purple. Purple is going to
Wait. Actually, before I do anything, crap. Where's my screen? There's my screen. I can see that Sneaky Boy is using a weapon, right?
I believe so.
Yes, he does have a mace.
Okay, I'm gonna move here. I am going to poke your mace and use this.
Ooh.
Your weapon is now magical and does +1 damage. Bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Excellent.
Okay. Purple's turn. Purple's going to take a swing. Does 20 hit you?
Ow. Well, technically it's 22 because they have advantage,
Oh, yeah,
so
22.
that's going to be
It's 9 slashing.
Sure, okay.
And... Oh, oh dear. That's
We have the first death of the
21.
Okay, and 21 damage on top of that. Okay.
Okay. Next
Okay.
up
You seem
is-
annoyed.
Filthy bastard heathens. Next up is Pink. Pink is going to move towards Ironclaw.
Hmm.
He's going to ignite the smite. And does the 23 hit you? I see.
Sorry.
23.
Spaced out there for a second. Yes, 23 does hit.
Okay, so that's 9 slashing plus 2d8 on top of that for smite. So that is 22 damage.
Okay.
And he gets another attack. Does 19 hit?
Yeah.
That's another 11 on top. And that is his turn. Next up is John.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an action. I think discretion might be the better part of valor at this point. I would like to. Oh wait, no. I can as. Bonus action disengage with a cunning action.
Okay.
And I would like to get, let's see, that was 5, that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
35, 40, 45, 50. Bear with me, Mox. Okay, so I'm trying to do math. Basically, I've got like a 40 speed movement. The action is going to be to dash. The bonus action was disengage, so that was 5, that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then it's 5, 10. Basically, I'm trying to get to 80. Yeah. Okay,
So
John's going to go over
you're
here.
trying to hide behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
John's literally running to here, and it's just like, ow.
Okay. Next up is Ironclaw.
You're still keeping
Okay,
that
well.
concentration up.
Oh, yes. I will actually just drop that at this point. So.
Okay.
Yes, Ironclaw.
Later. Give me a second.
No. I was just like, yeah, you do it, Ironclaw. Not like calling you.
I have been nerfed. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's. Well, no. Awesome. Okay, you know what? Does a 12 hit pink?
12 does not hit, I'm afraid. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
1 second. Where did I go? Oh, somebody's standing on top of me. Because I'm within 5 feet, I can use help as a bonus action.
Boltz,
Still.
would you step off of Little Son?
No, Boltz, please remain standing on little son.
You're
climb on
on
My,
top of his
of
my
head.
screen,
parent.
he's down here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I... Oh, God.
Sorry, little buddy.
In that case, when Bolt touched the sneaky boy's weapon, he would have been here instead then. Instead of trampling the little dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Well, I'm never on the ground. I'm always like fluttering, because I fly at 60 feet.
You would not enjoy if I had done what I had planned originally. What we had planned. You okay there, Steffi?
Yeah, you okay, Seth?
Sounds like you haven't fully gotten rid of the death plague.
Okay.
So if Icy's done,
You done, Icy?
Yeah, I already said I was.
Okay, next is Fleet.
kind of missed that. Sorry.
Yeah. Next up
All
is
right.
Fleet.
Pardon?
It's Fate's
Wait.
turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Right. Green looks like he could chill a little bit.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
Oh no.
Roll me a D100, please.
You want me to do that? Grab that off the sheet of bad things that could happen.
Yes.
All right, 67. I'm frightened by the nearest creature until the end of my next turn.
John just turns and gives you a big smile. You are doing great.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
In that case, yes.
Okay.
Let me just see if I can. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up.
And yes, that's all.
Okay. Next up is Gristlebone.
Gristlebone lets out a roar at Green, says, I am a warrior of virtue! And races to try to tackle this
Okay.
Green. Come on, dice. Strength,
You
I
have a-
assume?
You have an advantage on next ability checks.
Okay, I get advantage, so I do it twice.
Yep. Actually, 21. We'll say about 21.
Okay.
See, you got him pinned.
Can I do anything else?
Yes, I'll let you have a bite as a bonus action.
Yes.
You didn't show me.
That hits.
22.
Roll damage, please.
So you all watch as... Tell him,
Yeah. You basically snap this guy's head off.
I'm a warrior of virtue! Leap, behead.
Is there anything else you'd like?
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Crystal Ball
Okay.
looking up with
Who
the
are you,
net
the
in her
princess,
mouth.
right?
Next up is Salkiya.
Yeah, so Salkiya's gonna like sliver his way behind our Pinky Boy here, and rearing up, he brings down his mace,
Okay.
which also shines with divine energy. Okay, so that's a nat 29, so that hits.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the damage for that and
So
add
that-
your 1d8.
Okay, so that's 11 damage, because this is now a magical weapon, plus a d8. Okay, so 15 points of
15
damage.
Yeah, you bring your mace down on the back of this guy's head. He's still standing, but he is looking pretty bad.
Oh, I like to think that Salkiya brought it down so hard, like that like his helmet's practically caved and it's like
Oh,
crushing
yeah,
his skull. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up is Little Sun.
Alrighty.
Get one.
Let me. Is that within? Are they within 90 feet of me? Yes.
Yep, within 90.
Alright. Well. Thunderstep number fucking 2. Whap. Wait,
Yeah.
no. That's when I leave the. Okay, never mind. That's leaving the area as a thunderstep. But you know what? I'm gonna first. Are they within 30 feet? How far are they? No.
Nope.
They're about 50 feet away.
So, order of operations. Can I move, bonus action, then cast a spell?
I will allow it.
Okay. So, I'm going to move. Then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to blink to them. And then
That
and
is
then-
a very bad place for you to be.
and then I'm gonna thunderstep back out.
I
Okay.
will allow this. So that's
Okay.
3d10 thunder damage. I just got to roll their con.
That's not 3d10. That's more than 3d10 because it's always at a 5th level, so it's 5d10.
5d10. Right, so if you could roll damage, please. 29. Yeah, you basically explode them.
Oh, teleporting dragon, guys.
Nah,
Next up is Boltz.
Okay. Just poor little Pinky left.
yep.
Yeah.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. And schmack.
That hits. How do you want to do this?
I just basically want to hit him hard on the top of the head, so it's the little cartoon where the head just like crumples down into the shoulders.
Yeah.
So you want to finish what Salkiya started, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Pinky crumples and combat is over.
And here we thought we could ask them.
Gristlebone is like slavering over the body, but then like drops the head and says, "Ooh, proper burials."
If you require assistance, I can provide it.
Mm.
You appear to have brought me a kitten. And a pencil.
I'll be back in just another couple of minutes.
So,
1 second.
while that's happening,
Phone.
Ironclaw is going to cast Cure Wounds on Snaky Boy. Since he did damage him.
Aw.
And meanwhile, while that's
And it'll be a
happening,
level 2.
oh,
So
sorry.
you get 16 points back.
Thank you.
Which I think... Let me actually see. I think that's the best I've ever gotten.
I immediately want to start looting all the corpses for money.
Meanwhile, Gristlebone is still digging a hole, paying no attention to the looting, as she's gonna bury the body.
I
She's
am a
legit
loot
got her
monkey.
claws out. She's got her claws out. And she's going tick 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 tick.
I want all that fucking money.
I have to wait till Seth gets back.
For some bizarre reason, you're not sure where he got it from. I would say that John has a shovel on him, and so he's actually going to help Gristlebone. He looks fucked up, by the way, but it's like there's no like emotion really registering on his face. It's just like, And every now and then he'll actually turn to one of the other party members and he'll say, "So, what about the local sports team?" And just go back to digging.
I'm sending you a picture, Devillo.
Also, for those who didn't see in the Discord chat, yeah, the power went out completely. The computer and everything shut down. Fortunately, I was still listening to the game through my cell phone.
Yeah,
But,
I did
yeah.
mention it, so.
So, did we just kill these guys and not have
No.
the sword? Do we still have
They
the
were
commander?
evil.
Oh, well, yeah,
They
they
were
attacked
evil.
us.
Yeah.
They initiated combat and we concluded it.
Just sent you a picture, Devillo.
Thank you, my dear.
Speaking of evil, Gristlebone, you can't really be as blind or as naive as all that. Lissa is not a good person.
Confused, Gristlebone is like looking around, rubbing both her biceps with opposite hands like she's cold.
None of us are good people, my dear.
We're gonna have to wait to see what.
Yeah, I'm in.
Perfect timing.
I'll need an update from the DM on that one.
Right, what's you need an update on?
Okay. Well, as Gristlebone was digging holes to put the bodies in, and Little Sun was looting, and Salkiya came up to Gristlebone and said, "You can't be that blind. Lissa is not a good person. None of us are good people." And cognitive disconnect with Gristlebone, and I just wanted to know what. How is she getting anything? You can message me or whatever.
Bolt raised his hand.
Well, of course I can't be a good person. I'm not a person.
Yeah, you're getting mixed signals from these people.
Honor, I am good.
However,
I am very good.
I'm getting a very strong pull northwards towards the large church.
I go to the church. Follow if you are just and kind. And she starts walking away.
What if we are just kind?
I'm going to follow the Null because this is really entertaining.
I'm still looting the body for monies.
There's something
You don't find anything.
amiss with that one.
Fuck! Do I find any small thing that's worth money? Like steel?
No, the only thing they have of any value would probably be the armor and the swords.
I can't take that. It's not valuable to me.
I assume this is the church?
No, I'm going to move you to the church in a second.
Meanwhile, you watch as Gristlebone's purposefully walking forward, saying, I am good, I am just, I am a noble champion of justice!
As you all enter the church, you can see the altar, upon which is a symbol of Pelor. Stamped into the altar is a black-bladed sword.
Ooh.
That was easy.
The dragon disappears.
Too easy.
Meanwhile, the Knoll once again says, I retrieve it. Ah!
I'll have a
You
feeling
better
this may
not!
not be as easy as it looks, my dear.
You'll
I-
be sorry.
Okay.
I must. I
No.
do what I must.
Nope. Wanna grapple her. Constrict her.
Okay. Can I have a strength check from Salkiya and a strength save from Gristlebone, please?
You may.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the party's not combusting.
I'm gonna cast guidance on the snake
Thank you.
and give you an extra D4 roll.
I'll use it anyway, you know, I don't have to.
So
Hey,
it's my
23.
D4.
Yeah,
So
Salkiya,
add
you
plus 3 to
are
your D3.
Salkiya, you are able to restrain Gristlebone.
If you give me a
Control
moment,
yourself.
Oh, it's target. Okay.
Yes,
if
we
you give me a
cannot.
moment, I might be able to assist here.
The quest is over, and I can go back to doing good.
I'm
What
going to
are
ritual
you
cast
doing?
detect magic.
Okay. After a few minutes of running your systems, you can detect anything magical about this place other than the sword.
And what kind of magic is the sword?
All you can sense from it is a powerful necrotic energy.
I cast a spell magic
Ooh.
on the sword
A bold
at
move.
How
5th level.
how I was gonna say, how about instead of on the sword, you do it on the thing holding the sword?
Well, it just appears to be sitting on the altar, I assume.
It's
I just
stabbed into the altar.
I just
Yeah,
love the idea of us coming back, bringing back the sword, and giving it to Lissa.
So,
And she's like, "What's wrong with this? What did you do?
Casting Identify.
right,
Broke or made better?"
identify. You recognize this as a sword of the Dark Legion. A very, very rare sword that allows the wielder to control undead.
Boltz will relay that.
That's not so special. Salkiya can already do that.
I take it. I bring it back for justice. I give you all credit.
Does controlling an army of the undead sound like something someone good would do?
Yes, you'll be returning it to an evil person.
And then Gristlebone stops and goes, "You're all very confusing."
Good and evil are confusing, my dear.
No, good is simple. Just don't do bad things.
Okay, don't laugh like that.
No, that was interesting.
Okay, sweet.
You're welcome.
Doesn't come across well on mic.
Your mage hand. What are you doing?
Did Salkiya let go of?
No, you're crazy.
I'm a hero.
Fleet? Cock. What are you doing with your mage hand?
Please.
I mean, it's probably obvious,
He's
but
muted.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
sorry,
gotta tell
I've
us what
been
you're
muted.
doing.
Sorry, for some reason I was muted. Grabbing the friggin' blade.
Okay, and what are you gonna do?
Well, the blade is currently carried by the mage hand.
So you've removed the blade from the altar.
And this is where the trap gets sprung.
Yes, I would like anyone stood within 50... Well, I'm giving anyone within 15 feet of the altar chance to move back another 15 feet.
Retreating! Retreating!
10,
As you
15.
feel the altar and the ground around it starting to shake.
Eccleston, come here.
As
Go with me.
you move back, you suddenly hear hissing, a cacophony of wailing noises.
Please let go
As
of me.
a large black shadow starts to grow from the crack in the altar.
Oh
Please,
no.
thank you, let go of me.
As you step back, you watch as it grows in size.
And you cut out stuff.
You cut off, Steph.
Yeah, I'm doing the voice. Hang on. Shallow. The blade. Free.
Well, I hope you're happy. We freed a demon.
You are welcome.
You watch. Oh, you wish it was a demon. You watch as the shadow grows in stature, taking on a humanoid appearance. And I would like anyone watching to roll me an Arcana check.
I just picture one of Gristlebone's eyes peeking out between two folds of snake.
God, so many of us are dumb right now.
Bolt,
What are you talking about?
Iron
Oh,
Claw,
okay.
and John, you have no idea what the hell this thing is. The rest of you, yeah, you recognize immediately what this thing is.
Oh, that's friendly looking.
It towers above you, the size of a house. Even in this
Oh.
cavernous church,
Oh shit, the
you
player knows what that is.
realise exactly what was being kept in place and controlled by the sword as the shadows coalesce into the form of a Nightwalker.
Bitch. I believe that is appropriate.
It scans the party, its blue glowing eyes flickering over you all. Freed. You have freed me. Who sent you?
Justice!
Rather, Countess Lissa von Zarovich of Zeidenberg.
Can you please let me go now, Salkiya? Very quietly.
Fine.
You serve Von Zarovich.
I serve virtue, truth, justice, freedom for
Silence.
all.
In the American way.
You know, there's no America. But yeah, she does say that in character. That's not a joke.
I'm just in this for the money. Kevin, shut up.
Give me a sacrifice, and I will follow.
Salkiya immediately regrets letting Gristlepoke go.
Immediately regrets what?
Letting Gristlepoke go.
Choose which one will sate me.
Chicka bow wow.
Bristlebone exhales and looks at the others and says, I must do the right thing.
Do you honestly think the right thing is for you to feed yourself to this unholy abomination? No offense, sir.
If one does not make the sacrifice, all will be consumed.
Gristlebone gets down on one.
Okay, I didn't want to have to do this.
Gristlebone gets down on one knee and says, "If it means you will not fight."
Gristlebone? No, could I please interject with the dominate person on Gristlebone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
What do I have to do?
I'd assume it's a saving throw based on his
Online
like a
spell
wisdom
save.
save.
I believe.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, the DC is 17.
Sorry, guys. In character is in character.
Oh no! Don't apologise.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she resists.
Oh boy.
You stand down. You stand back.
And she's just got down on her knee in front of the monster.
The Night
Why
Lord
is this not
reaches
working?
down, picks up Gristlebone, lifts her to head height. You are courageous. Its mouth stretches wide, and you watch as Gristlebone starts to emit a strange force. You watch, and I would like Gristlebone to make me a... What's your hit dice?
It's 112 hit points, 10 hit dice.
Roll me a d10.
2.
You watch as the creature continues to drain Gristlebone, and you all now have 2 rounds. What are you going to do?
Ooh.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
Yeah, it
but
just
I don't-
occurred to me.
I'm like, huh. And I've been eyeing it up on the character sheet.
Okay.
We needed to negotiate with inferior shadows.
Let's see. Christmas saving throw. What does he have to beat?
Let's see. Charisma. So that'd be 16. Oh!
Yeah, you watch as it just vanishes, and Gristlebone drops to the floor. Gristlebone, roll me a d4, please.
You got a lot of punishment.
And it's not native to this
Gristlebone.
plane. You send it back to its home plane. In a minute, it'll be permanent as long as you don't lose concentration.
Gristlebone, you take 1 point of falling damage.
And this is why all shall accept Salkiya as their savior. You're welcome.
Gristlebone gets to her feet and says, "There, you are all saved."
And you are an idiot.
I'd just like to know what are everyone's passive perceptions?
15.
16.
11.
18!
I don't see it on here. I'm looking. Oh,
My passive
16.
investigation is 18, but perception is 11.
passive perception is 18 for me. Or 16, sorry, 16.
So nobody beats 19.
Aww.
Actually, I tell a lie when I say it's 19. That was just the raw, natural roll.
What am I rolling?
No, you're
You're
rolling
rolling
anything.
nothing.
Kind of you.
Let's see.
I love the fact that the token's still there.
Yeah, token's still because I have a chance to move it. Yeah.
We should get moving.
Mhm.
Question: is the sword still just dangling from
Yes,
the
it is.
mage hand?
Evil
Yes.
can never devour good.
As much as Salkiya might like it, for the next minute I'm gonna cling to him so I can keep giving him guidance so he can make sure he can keep his concentration check until everything's fucking gone. Permanently.
John, I'd like you to reply to this.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Is where?
1 second, just sending it to you.
Okay. And just for the sake of it as well, like John, basically while all this is going on, John basically just like starts straining himself over. It's like he basically like clips the pew, and as he's standing up, he kind of ignores the fact that the pew is there, and that just clatters behind him as he brushes himself down. And he blinks for a moment, tilts his head like a confused dog, and says to the other, I believe it was banished to another plane.
As you say that, the church doors are flung open.
Uh-oh.
John starts to get back under the pew.
Oh dear.
You banished my night. And as you all see that, you turn slowly as into the church
Oh no.
strides this Von Zarovich.
Alright.
Can I
Fucking.
as that happens, Gristlebone recognizes who that is, right?
Hello?
Yes, she does.
And Gristlebone moves to the front and says, You! Are you an evil vampire?
I climb onto the pier with John.
We Von Zaroviches have our inclination towards the Nosferatu.
What?
Yes.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you if you were a vampire.
I think
In a
that
blink-
means yes.
Yes. It does, my dear.
There she goes.
Uh,
There she goes
she,
again.
she couldn't get. It's like she has a death wish or something.
Gazing through my brain.
As you approach, you watch as she raises a hand, and I need to quickly check this spell because I don't actually have her character sheet written in.
Okay.
She's just gonna. I get the feeling she's just gonna be lifted and thrown to the side like nothing.
Or spread apart into a million pieces.
Or both.
Maybe something that should have happened to Thanos when.
No, I was thinking
got a
more.
hold of her.
I was thinking more the ending of Silent Hill.
I would like
While
Gristlebone
you're
to make
thinking
me
Hulk and Loki.
a strength saving throw, please.
God.
A strength save?
Yep, strength saving throw, please.
Puny human.
Except it'd be puny good.
Puny god.
Thank you, Buffer.
As you rush towards Lissa, you feel something grip your ankle followed by something else, and then another, as hands start crawling, grabbing your legs, holding you in place. Dozens of hands pulling you and keeping you secure.
Bared teeth, drool.
Issa
Justice?
walks forward. I don't appreciate losing something so useful.
I don't appreciate evil.
And I would like to know, what is your AC?
16.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
So let's see. Where are we? Let's see. 1 piercing damage and 1
How much?
d6. 1 second. You take 2 damage as Lissa clamps her fangs into your neck.
Oh no.
What do you call a werewolf vampire?
I don't know what's going to happen to the gnome.
I would like you to roll me another hit dice, please.
Huh? What do I do?
Roll me a hit dice.
How do I do that?
Just roll a d10.
Okay.
While this is
9.
going on, from underneath the pew, you just hear a voice saying, "In our defense, you did not specify you required the creature, only the sword."
I would like you, Risbone, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Did I lose 9 hit points?
Yes.
You're gonna be losing more than that at this rate.
Okay. A wisdom save?
Yes.
Oh.
There it is.
You feel your body go limp.
Uh,
And as you do so, you start to smile.
Oh no.
And as you do so, you look down at Lissa as she stops feeding on you. She releases the grip of her earthen grasp spell and gently pats you on the snoot. Be a good girl and get them to break their banishment spell.
and then the smile fades for a second and she says, how do I do that?
Ask nicely, and if they refuse, deal with them.
I don't think Salkiya can break it because it's been over a minute, so it's permanent.
Yeah. On the off chance, though, I'ma just do this.
You do that,
I'ma cast that right there, web.
and you do that, and I do this on the church doors. Guess who's all in range?
I want to give Seth a moment to catch up, but I also have a grand scheme, so...
Yeah, you know what? So does Ironclaw. He's going
Gristlebone is a
to...
hero, guys!
Sorry about that.
I said Gristlebone is a hero, guys!
Okay, so how much damage? That's if you can roll poison damage, please.
They have to beat, by the way, still 17.
17. And
They
that is
also need to make
a
dexterity
con
saving
save and a dex save, so...
And
That would be 20 points of damage. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Ironclaw is going to try
Curse of Incompetence.
Ooh.
So wait, what am I doing? I'm a little lost. I'm sorry, guys.
Make
Yeah,
a
we've all-
dexterity saving throw, D.
What am I doing?
A dexterity saving throw. You have to
Okay.
beat 16. Yeah,
And a
you are
Constitution
restrained
saving throw.
by sticky webs.
And a Constitution
Yes,
saving throw against 17.
Lissa coughs a little, steps past Bristlebone.
Hang on. I
Oh,
am trying to
wait,
make a
that's
dexterity
wrong!
saving throw.
We're not done.
Do I take any damage?
Half
Not
damage.
from me.
You take half damage, so that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
That
Do I do
you're
anything
taking
else?
Alyssa needs to make a dexterity saving throw or be restrained by my webs.
She made it.
Did she?
Yep.
What'd she roll?
She rolled 19.
Oh, yeah, okay then.
Wait, what?
And she probably beat the Constitution save as well.
Yep. Actually, no, she didn't beat the con save. She took full 20 for that.
Let's
Okay.
all stop and have tea.
So I have a question, Seth.
Yep.
Salkiya just threw out like a 60-foot radius sphere of light towards the vampire lady. Does that bother her at all?
Let's see.
Okay. Hang on. One at a time. My spell was first, and I was targeting her. So she needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, very
say.
poor choice.
I gotta
Everyone on the
say,
list.
it was pretty cool how everyone basically came up with their own plan while Gristlebone was being sucked dry.
Yeah, I'm still deciding my plan.
Yeah, that didn't work. She rolled an 18, and with her modifier, yeah.
Okay.
Still, she's bathing in daylight. She's got
Did that-
daylight in her eyes.
Yeah.
But now. Daylight,
Great.
go.
Yep. Yeah, I was kind of banking on the
Sure.
age-old stereotype of vampires not being able to be in daylight.
Oh boy.
I think the DM is
So
processing.
where did you say you put it?
From a point you choose within range. So basically, like, well, boop or boop. Either
Well,
or.
which boop will it be?
Well, this
She
one then.
hisses and just glares.
Actually, no, I'll put it there because then it's in front of her. So yeah,
Roll me a d12.
thank you.
So that's 4. Yeah, she takes 4 points of radiant damage.
And daylight isn't normally a spell that does damage, so yeah, no, she hates the light.
Her daughter's much better at dealing with daylight.
Hmm.
Knows the player, not the character.
Lissa turns to stare at Salkiya.
I'm afraid the banishment can't be dropped. It's permanent. You spent too long blabbering, my dear. You really should have been more specific.
You're just waiting to say that last word, weren't you, Kubur?
Yes.
Specific.
1 second, I just need to work this out.
Oh, and look at the time. The blade has already reached my grasp.
Sarcastic robot.
I feel like this situation has spiraled out of everyone's control.
Yeah.
Seems like he's they're a shade forged.
You just watch as she lifts her palm and points at Salkiya.
Here we go. Ooh.
As
That's a lot of ones.
yeah, you got lucky 5 magic missiles slam into you.
Dong dong.
That
Dealt more damage to him.
was a warning.
Sure, it was.
Please! The fairy damaged dragon did more harm.
I'm
She
invisible, so unless she can see me,
She probably
stepped
can.
around
I
Gristlebone,
don't know.
letting Gristlebone go.
God damn it, are we just gonna let her walk up?
Letting her go as in from the web or from the control?
So,
From the web.
Oh, okay.
And hands.
Gristlebone comes along with her and stands, walking behind her, snarling at everybody as she goes. Yeah, her attitude has changed.
so I take it you're bringing your can opener to take the sword out of my hands.
That depends. I could always conjure some friends.
Hmm.
Is it good to kill him?
Or
Not
we could
yet.
just chalk this up to a bad case of miscommunication and all go our separate ways. How does that sound?
You can
How
just
much
see the red in Liz's eyes getting deeper.
A soft
Stupid.
maybe.
How much weight does the
Roll me
vampire weigh?
a persuasion check.
Sure.
$19. Let's see how that works out. Lissa ponders for a moment. She looks to a church door. You can see a couple of shadow demons stood there, heads tilted, waiting for instructions. She sighs
Say, John,
and
you
holds
don't-
out her hand towards Fleet for the sword.
you are not going to come after us?
I have no reason to.
Ah, just as long as you don't decide to dismember us in return for this blade.
What are you worried about? You could be repaired.
Good, Noel. Sit.
Bristlebone, stand down.
She gets down on all fours.
The blade, if you please, Mr. Fleet.
Didn't know I was a
Seth,
mister.
Seth, I don't fancy my chances, but I want to try and stealth around and get to Gristlebone.
You can try. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, good. A 1 in that.
As you do so, she grabs you by the throat.
No.
On thin ice, Mr. Salkiya.
No.
Salkiya, the shining star. Thank you very much.
It will be Salkiya, the living blood sausage, in a second.
Well,
I could squash you like a bug. But let's play video games instead. How badly do we not want her to have the sword? And how much do you think the sword weighs?
it's the weight of an obsidian blade.
As I said, this sword is my key to entering Barovia.
Hmm.
I really would appreciate having it.
Well,
But
Yes.
know this. Some of you, well, you've earned your money. You will even be allowed to join my march on Ravenloft, should you desire to do so.
Why do I have the feeling that this is more like conscription again?
Well, she did say we had a choice, and I choose to walk away. I feel, I may not be as useful as part of a marching army.
Very well, Miss Boltz. Consult my butler outside, and you shall receive your 5,000 gold pieces.
Well,
A shame.
I do not care too much for your war against your brother.
My uncle.
Your uncle. Have your silly little blade.
Shame.
They hand over the blade and use Dimension Door to go basically to the front of the church. Yep.
You could have just walked.
She turns to look at Ironclaw. And you, Mr. Ironclaw. I trust you are not in two minds about joining me.
Love it! Love it!
You've been wanting to use that pun for the entire game, haven't you?
Nope.
Let me think about this for a moment. I mean, I already have such a lucrative gig as a traveling bard, and it would ultimately come down to what my little son has to say on the matter. Little son?
What kind of checks could I roll to learn, or like to know more about her, or like potentially her motive?
I would say roll me an insight.
I mean, it's clearly obvious she's batshit insane.
Yeah, you can tell she doesn't give a damn about the people of Barovia. She just wants to kill Strahd.
So I have a question while this is going on.
Yep.
Salkiya's still restrained, isn't he?
Yes.
How restrained? Like, is
No,
spell casting out of the question?
I would say it would be difficult.
But
She
not
currently
impossible.
possesses a sword.
She has the sword, yes.
Oh boy. Carry on while I'm contemplating my demise.
I got nothing.
At this point, Lissa says, "You may have time to mull it over. The doors to my mansion are always open to you, Mr. Ironclaw, and to your little son."
Thank you. We appreciate the offer.
At this point, she turns to John.
By the way, and this whole time John has just been trying this side door, it's like...
Yeah, it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
And you, John.
His head sort of rotates around to look at her. Yes.
How do you feel about joining my little expedition?
You would be paying with money which is tradable for goods and services, is that correct?
Indeed.
That's acceptable. One last try the door, and then just leaves it.
And as for you, Mr. Salkiya, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving roll, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. She basically yeets you.
where am I yeeted?
Just to there. You don't take any damage, though. Just stares at you, then at Fleet. Rest assured, the rest of your companions will always find a warm bed and comfort within my humble domain. But you two, you betrayed me. You screwed me out of a very powerful weapon. Do not set foot within this place again. Am I making myself clear?
Loud and clear, ma'am.
Good. You have 24 hours to leave.
I think you better do as she says.
Agreed.
Now,
Farewell. And he
as I
stepped out the
said,
door.
before you go, my butler will ensure that you receive your 5,000 gold.
I'll be happy if I will get out of here with the metal on my back.
No, you retrieve the sword. That was the contract. The pair of you take your money and get out of my sight.
Fleet goes back and takes Salkiya, the rather dented star, pulls him behind them.
With that, Lissa turns to Gristlebone. And as for this silly little thing on your wrist, you need never worry about it again, my dear.
You guys, now, am I correct in thinking the implications on that?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys watch as a seismic body language shift happens to Gristlebone. She moves to get up from all fours. She stretches her muscles out, looks at her right bicep, flexes her claws, and stares in a slow circle with utter venom and hatred at the party. Each person in turn standing closer to Lissa and licking her teeth as she bares them. Hate!
My.
Freedom! What?
My, you are going to be very useful.
I knew Suffolk was a miss. You weren't in your right mind all along.
We better get going, or we both get dismembered.
Yes, I'm rather inclined to agree.
She lets back her head and whoops loudly, like to scare the group, like just this intimidating, roaring sound. And then she's flexing her claws and just looks ready to dismember anyone on a single word from Lissa.
Who would have thought the Null would have been savage? I'm shocked.
Boltz, Fleet, and Salkiya, you all make your way outside, you receive your 5,000 gold, and I'm pretty sure y'all are making tracks.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The rest of you, well, Ironclaw and Little Sun, I'd say you take a few days to rest up.
I wanted to do something. Like when they were distracted leaving.
Yeah.
First, I want to make a stealth roll. Well, first, superior invisibility, but I guess still make the stealth roll to be silent. Then, I want a sleight of hand grab the sword.
It doesn't work, I'm afraid.
It doesn't work?
She's
I
got
can't.
She's got a tight grip on it.
It doesn't matter. I want a dimension door as soon as I touch it.
Nope.
I can't? No.
Nope. Sorry.
It is not yours. It is hers.
Rip. Then I got nothing.
9, sadly.
In this
I got
universe,
nothing.
she goes on a mad rampage and kills everyone in Barovia and gets stuck there and bored.
Yeah. Coming to that, if you give me a minute. The two of you are allowed to rest up, gather what you need, and basically free to go. John and Gristlebone. You are given your rooms in the mansion, given your positions of prestige and power, and although it may take her a long time, possibly centuries, Lissa will study this blade, find a way into Barovia. But, as I said, that could take centuries. She just has a lot of time and a lot of patience. And that is where we shall leave it for tonight.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, for the sake of flavour, can I just say as well, if the opportunity ever arose before they did get the hell out of Dodge, John would have actually said to the snake dude, in all fairness, she didn't give us any kind of information, and that was a pretty good move. So, just gives him a very awkward thumbs up. Oh well.
I
That's
can
it.
just sense Cephei's. My big bad is gone.
Yeah, it was pretty palpable.
Oh, and none of you's learned Bolt's secret.
Nope.
Oh, had a secret?
So,
Yeah.
I'm not even... I'm not gonna
Cephei, should we
ask-
tell them what Bolt's secret was?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, you can tell them.
Bolt is actually not a Warforged. Bolt is in fact a mech-suit piloted by an awakened squirrel.
Oh! Not some bolts! Oh!
Oh, and that explains the voice. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I hate it. I love it.
So, I have a
It's
feeling it's
amazing.
going to be, but play the game.
Banishment.
Banishment.
Yeah. You completely derailed a one-shot. With just one shot. Beautiful.
If you didn't do it, I was gonna do it.
Yeah,
That is
Okay.
amazing.
I literally was eyeing it up on my character sheet. I'm like, this could work, but I feel like it's gonna be really bad.
Fail of a game.
Zarovich for not giving us better information.
Yeah!
John went out of his way and said, was there any kind of information or additional stuff? And she says, oh yeah, all my mages will tell you everything. Never met any mages. She just threw us off into the,
Do you not think that was intentional on her part?
Yep.
Oh no,
I figured it
absolutely.
was.
She wanted poor, the poor Yin to get eaten.
Well, she wanted someone to get eaten, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it's her fault for being a dick. You get what's coming to you.
It's a family trait.
It is. It really is.
When Gitterbone was turning, I was itching for some PvP right there.
Yeah.
And just
Bring it.
so you all know,
It could have happened.
just so you all know, her main canon D&D canon appearance, it was like 1992, had her trying to create vampire illithids.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yes,
no.
she is bonkers.
Speaking of bonkers, I think you all figured out, although I don't know for sure if you got the exact of it, what happening with Gristlebone.
Please tell everyone else.
Is it okay, Seth?
Yeah.
Okay. She's a chaotic evil bandit who raided a caravan that was getting to dispose cursed artifacts. The gold band on her right arm changed her to forced her to be lawful good or get zapped with pain in her head.
And now she's free.
And now she's free to be as evil as she wants.
Well, as this will let her be.
Yeah. I would assume that whatever control was being exerted in that last moment was gone.
Yeah.
Yep. This would basically overpowered it.
That was the real her.
Good.
So yeah, the real her at the end. So she got her freedom to be herself, and she was like, kill!
Yeah, do you want to know why Salkiya just, like, after that happened, he just left? Like, that was it? Because the only reason he was drawing us out and hanging around, and even why he, like, banished that entity in the first place, is because he knew something was up with Gristlebone that was just making it act like this caricature of Goody Goody Two Shoes, like this hyper-orderly being, and that is against, like, Salkiya's ethos. Like, he wants order to give way to chaos, and you order under Salkiya.
Here's a thing. These roles meant that the energy siphoning was what was happening to her, but if Dee hadn't rolled the way she did, she would have just got eaten like a gingerbread man.
We figured.
Nick the head off.
So, Seth, how disappointed are you didn't kill a player?
Not too bothered about that. I was more hoping to have some kind of grand final battle.
There was going to be, really, in a way, because, like, once, like, Lissa was being all, look at me, all evil and powerful, ha 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 ha. Yeah, I was just looking at Salkiya's ultimate spell, the Dawn spell, and I was just like, just really fighting the urge to cast it. Like, should I? Shouldn't I? And I was very nearly going to do it, centered on myself.
You would have had a bit of a time dealing with her, because her stats, she's level 20.
Yeah, I know, but it was very much at the point of, what do I have to lose at this point?
You know, he probably wouldn't have wanted to at that day, because he's like, I just picture him being like, I could take her, and then suddenly having a flashback to all the self-appointed injuries he got from his own party.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm disappointed that Boltz didn't, quote-unquote, die? Because I had a contingency plan where his head was going to fly off like a little escape rocket, and then just this little squirrel with a tiny hat and dungarees would have appeared.
Hey, Seth. I was half tempted to use Dominate Person on her. That wouldn't have worked.
Good luck.
It would not have worked. She has 20 in charisma.
Not only that, but I also want to say, you know, Mr. Warforged, y'all, you dominated person on someone who was already dominated, who then got dominated by someone else.
Holy shit, if I cast Dawn, that would have hit everyone.
Just gonna say that Lissa's weakest stat is her wisdom, and that's at 18.
Yeah.
Yowza. Well, she could have just stepped to the side and had her quote-unquote shadow demons deal with us while she left annoyed.
And Gristlebone.
Yeah.
Gristlebone would have torn into y'all.
Not all of you had betrayed her. John hadn't.
So she just didn't communicate properly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she believed I'm glad she believed the squirrel and the robot when the squirrel said this.
Did she? Did she know it was a squirrel?
Yeah, she could smell the difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She probably realized that this was a random squirrel inside this robot. Whether or not she knew it was controlling the robot, or if it was just stuck in there.
To be honest, she kind of assumed. She actually quite liked Boltz, to be honest.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, for the one person.
Back.
Yeah, because we've got one person who's just shown up at the very end, the worst possible time. We've got Rattle Darkstar in the chat. They were asking what everybody's race and class combo is mechanically.
Gristlebone is a ranger. Is a Knoll ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I say you were playing a two-headed thing, yes? Two-headed dragon?
Dragon beast.
Two-headed dragon beast, who is a bard who is basically a metal singer.
And I am his monkey companion that is not really a monkey, but a fey dragon that is a warlock.
You're a roadie.
Yeah, basically. I'm more the one that steals the money while he's playing the music.
Like I said, a roadie.
I love it. Wow.
Or a manager.
Yeah, he flies around invisible and picks people's pockets.
And it's still all the money.
So he's the hot dog stand.
And Cork, you said you were a Warforged wizard, was that correct?
Sorry, a Warforged sorcerer. A Warforged wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah.
Which fortunately didn't come into play too often.
What is Salkiya?
Salkiya is a big and noodly Yuan-ti abomination, 110% snake. He is a cleric all the way, a cleric to himself.
What about you? What was Boltz?
Bolt was mechanically a Warforged artificer. Outside of that, the Warforged was a quote-unquote Iron Man suit piloted by an awakened squirrel.
Yeah.
I forget what the class of artificer is.
And John had a lot of bad body odor.
John actually wasn't a zombie. John is what's technically he's called an enslaved corpse. He's basically a brain parasite that's inhabiting some poor dude's corpse. And he's basically he's got 4 levels in monk and 6 in rogue.
It's essentially
basically
what would have happened to Rascal if the intellect of Devourer had gotten to him.
Literally that, yeah. It's literally like that. He's kind of inspired by Mr. Hand from the movie Dark City, played by Richard O'Brien. So everyone who thought I was doing a Riff Raff impression, you were right, just the wrong character.
For those interested, Lissa is a level 20 Eldritch.
A what?
An Eldritch Knight.
20 Eldritch Knight.
Oh wow!
Which is a fighter subclass.
Yeah, now unfortunately, Gristlebone's class is Servant of Lissa.
And with her being level 20, she gets, 5 attacks on her turn?
Yeah.
Yep. So her using magic was her being nice.
Why am I suddenly thinking of The Foreigner? That's me being nice! If any of you have ever seen that film, oh my god.
Yes.
Well, yes. With that all given, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for the Halloween game, despite it being 2 weeks late due to me having the plague. Hope we'll be back to Maelstrom next week.
Yay!
Where the party will be mopping up one of Aquinox's little mistakes.
Funzo!
And don't forget, come Thursday, we're going to be kicking it in Vorsal, DM'd by lovely Devillo. And don't forget
I've got
Sunday
things
night.
planned for that.
Don't forget Saturday night is Waterdeep Night, this time DM'd by Jurnis.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
who's not a squirrel as far as we know.
So, y'all can come and join us on those nights if you so wish, for new people. For our regulars, hope you enjoyed this special. It didn't go to plan at all, but there we go.
We banished your big bad before the combat started.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's one of the best things I've seen happen in this group in the past. Like,
The glare! I could
beautiful.
feel the angry glare across the internet. It was full on dingo doodles.
I just picture this monster, the monster being like, Who summons me? And one of us is like, well, that was a mistake, and then it's done.
Oh,
Oh,
no one!
Just be grateful none of you had human characters, because Lissa would have turned them into spawn.
Nice enough.
Kinky.
You did say you wanted, like, monster or beast characters.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I got a question.
yes.
Sure, go ahead.
Before the sword was handed over, would have been able to dimension door away with it?
Hypothetically,
no.
yes. Well, you would have been able to hypothetically try to take it from
Technically,
Fleet.
Yeah.
technically speaking, it's already out of its home dimension, so it would just vanish the second you went through the door.
Oh, that would have been freaking amazing.
Then Lissa
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone it either.
She would have massacred you if that happened.
Yeah.
I was
Never
half
mind the
tempted
width
to
of the
try
door,
throwing
John would
it
have
out
gone through the
away.
window.
And so that's why, I just realized that's why Alyssa spared Gristlebone, isn't it? Because she knew that Gristlebone was enslaved.
Hmm.
Is that what it was? Why she didn't just, like, kill her?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
But
like...
she saw the advantage of having a very large knoll on her side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, since we've just come up to 11, it's time to say goodnight. So, going down the list, it's a good night from Cork,
A good night, everyone.
a
Wait,
good night,
that's my Saturday character. Good night.
a good night from Kuba,
Good night, everyone. Just you wait till Salkiya is level 20. He'll be back. Barovia shall be
Hey.
his domain.
a
You,
good,
you
Yeah, you
are
have
an
to.
idiot.
a good night, a good night from Gristle from D,
Good night. Wash hands. Wear mask. Smart.
a good night from Icy,
good night, everyone.
a good night from Jurnis,
Good night, everybody. Pay no attention to the squirrel and the robot.
a good night from Devillo,
Good night, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you all right here on Thursday, where none of the party will be murdered horribly, I promise.
a good night from Cream,
Good night.
and a good night from me. Good night.
See you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.